why your site should not generate, well, there are lots of reasons why it doesn't. Anyway, so we're going to talk a little bit about that, and then we're going to get into, if you're selling to a local customer, some new changes with Google that are really critical to your business. So, as you can see, I've written a couple of internet marketing books. This one was done in '95. It was the very first book to teach people how to generate traffic to their website, if you can believe it. Back then, every book was how to build a website. There wasn't anyone who said, duh, like, how do we get people there? So I wrote a book solely about it. It was the very first one. Wouldn't it be cool if you could use Google to get new customers while you're asleep and just pretty effortlessly, and your phone's ringing and they're coming through in emails and your contact form? Isn't that cool? How many of you have that happening right now? A couple of us? That happens in like every one of my businesses. And I'm going to share with you how to do that. But before traffic, there must be conversion. So we're going to talk about conversion optimization. This is the act of turning those website visitors that come to your site into customers, into leads. So you can follow up. If you're a service business, it's going to be leads. If you're a product, you're going to be selling, like e-commerce, right? So the fastest way to profitability on your website is converting a higher percentage of people to the same traffic. And that's what we're talking about here. You can have 100 visitors, and let's say you're paying $1.25 each to get them to your site. $125 gets you 100 visitors. And with design number one, you get 5 sales. Your revenue, let's say, is $20 for the sake of argument. Well, 20 times 5 is 100. You've got 125 in cost. That's a negative 25. You can't make up a loss on volume, right? So this is bad, right? But what if you make some tweaks to your website, and now you get 11 sales for that same exact 100 visitors? Now you're up $95, and if you do a little bit better by tweaking something else, now you're much more profitable. So same product, same company, same marketing, but different elements on the website. And I see this all too often, where people have websites that just don't sell. So who are you missing? For everyone who got there, who completed a lead form, who contacted you, who bought from you online, there's a lot of people who didn't get there, or almost got there. And if you can figure out why, you will convert more people to sales. As an example, I've got a speed dating company. It's the largest speed dating company in the world, and we do events in 70 cities around the country. We charge about $30. We do events here in 70 other cities, and we made some changes to the registration process and some things on the website that got more people to buy. We were spending $4,000 a month on Google AdWords to get traffic to the site, which was generating, say, 15 to 20,000. At a time where we had some changes in the business, so we went ahead and changed some things on the website. And once we did that, we had to cut off the advertising temporarily, and because of those changes, we ended up still maintaining that same number of customers. Now we're almost double. Since we added the advertising back in, the same spend, we're now almost double because we're converting a higher percentage of those customers to sales just by changing some things on our website. So the purpose of your website should be simple. Convert your visitors to actions. That's it. Whatever those actions are, don't make them think. So what is a conversion? Anytime a visitor goes to your website, takes an action, such as a purchase, fills out an inquiry form, downloads a white paper and registers, signs up for your e-newsletter, whatever those are for you, and it could be multiple, those are conversions. So what is your site's MDA? Let me ask, so Max, you've got a couple of sites maybe. What is your MDA? What is your most desired action? When they go to your site, what do you want them to do?
I want them to sign up.
You want them to register for what? Is it a consultation or is it a newsletter?
No, it's a service.
It's a service, okay? So anyone else who has an MDA they want to share?
Purchase.
So you've got something that people can purchase. So obviously you need to be clear on your MDA. Now the question is, how do you get people to take that action? This is the components of the conversion sequence. We said this a little in that advanced marketing event, so you didn't know there was calculus involved, did you? So this is the conversion equation. You don't need to get bogged down as this isn't like real math. The point is, C is your conversion rate. And first of all, person must be motivated, M, to stay on your page. If they're not motivated, they're gone. Next, they must be met with a clear value proposition. There needs to be some reason why they're there. When they type in a search on Google, I'm looking for a Fort Lauderdale CPA, then there's a value there because they're looking for what you have to offer. The question is, how do you show up for that? Then they need an incentive. Sometimes the incentive is just to get the product. Sometimes the incentive needs to be more to get on your email list or something. Now, because we're in a physical universe here, there's always friction. You learn that in physics, and the same thing online. There's friction involved in any time you're asking people for information or to take an action. So you want to minimize that friction. What is a lot of friction? A big form. Lots of little things. Why? Because there's so much to do. You compress your form, you will see more people completing it. I don't even have, most of my forms don't even say name. It says first name. Why? Because I want to eliminate that last name off of there. That gets even more friction off of there. And then phone number, email, maybe a comment box. That's it. That minimizes your friction. You want really, really, really minimal friction, you just ask for an email address, right? Next, everyone's going to experience something